My name is Danielle Urschel, and this is Jim Andrews and my show. The title is Recent Works on Paper. Everything in the gallery is stuff we've done in the last 12 months. We work in our studios alone a lot, so we just thought it would be great to have the opportunity to show people this is what we do when we're in our studios. So. Most of the stuff up at this show, my recent stuff has been where I combine different mediums like screen printing, lithography, monoprinting, and linoleum cuts.
I felt as though I needed to get myself moving again, and so I scheduled a show. And then I kept working to fill it as best I could, you know, and fulfill the obligation in a way that I could stand behind. And I believe I've come, at least, I'm satisfied at this point with the way it's turned out.
This is a linoleum cut. It's an oil linoleum cut, and then the top layer is screen printed. This is a lithograph. I'm excited. It's the first lithograph I've made in my own studio and my new press. Lithography is a technique where you draw with oil on a plate. This is plate lithography, and then you ink the plate, and it's based on the theory of oil and water not getting along. So you wet the plate, and then as you ink it, the ink sticks to the plate. So it's a two-color lithograph on Shinkole Japanese paper.
I really like bouquet.
He's really
and sitting room and a figure passing figure.
I'll make you a deal. For the next
and waiting.
5 minutes, you can be
It's just hard for me to choose because I like each of them, but for a different reason sometimes.
If I do a drawing, it's usually not the final piece. So this is a study of just a model that was in a model drawing class. It's just graphite on paper. And then I take that and I kind of reinterpret it with printmaking. So this is a 3-layer linoleum cut. If you drive to Chicago, you go by these horrible industrial sites, and there's one in like probably 12 stories in the sky. There's a house up there, and I always thought, why is there a house up there? So this is my dog and that's where we live. Most of the drawings I do are like first steps to a print. So this is the first step. It's going to be a lithograph.
My wife was an art student, and it's always something that's been, near to my heart, but never really had a mechanism in order to actually, do anything with it. But as mortgage bankers, and especially with technology the way that it is today, we don't actually need the space. So we thought what we would do is keep it going as a nonprofit gallery. The artist gets a lion's share of the split, and then we give a charitable contribution to CASA, who we've made our charitable partner.
Printmaking is really about process. Like there's a lot of different printmaking medium, and everyone has its own process and it goes in its own direction, like visually, what aesthetic thing it creates. So I've tried to be a painter, but it doesn't have the magic. Like if you draw something and then you print it, something happens between the drawing and the printing of it. So I guess I just like the surprise. Painters paint stuff I've tried to paint, I've tried to do sculpture. But printmaking is just, you do the plate, you have no idea what it's going to look like, you've got a picture in your head, but then when you pull the print, then it's like a surprise. So it's just constant surprises, and I think that's why I can't stop doing this.
I still have work on the tables at home, and so I have something to do. Keep me off the streets, and so I think I succeeded in my attempt to get myself up off my butt.